That is John Violinist, unleashing his talents and passion for music through strings. You just heard his instrumental version of the 1998 iconic R&B song, So Into You by the singer Tamia. And for those of you unfamiliar with his work, John Violinist infuses some of your favorites over the years, whether it's contemporary hip-hop, R&B, or soul, into his music, transforming every performance into a very personal experience. I had the chance to sit down with him to talk about his upcoming shows in Boston and love for music. Thanks so much for being here. It's so great to meet you. Welcome. I know you're a New England native.
Yes.
From Connecticut, but must always be good to be in Boston.
I love it. This is where it's all started.
Oh, that's great to hear. And you have upcoming shows, but I have to say, they're all sold out at City Winery next weekend. We want you to tell us all about where you started. And you started playing at the age of 5.
Yes.
But where did your passion for performing music in your unique way come from?
That came from college. When I entered college, I listened to a lot of R&B and soul, and I kind of really liked the sound of R&B, and I was a music major at the time. And I wanted to fuse the sound of classical music with the R&B and a little bit of hip-hop sprinkle into that. And then I ended up doing this full-time after a while. I just love the violin. Wow. I love the sound.
It's so magical when you think about the number of classical music lovers, we were talking about this, who were brought up over the last 100 years. And sometimes we tend to separate, genres of music, which is kind of silly when you think about it. So it's wonderful to bring it together and showcase your talent in this way. So you had 3 shows at City Winery next week. You had to add a brunch because 2 of them sold out, but now that's sold out as well.
Yes, it is.
What do you like about performing in Boston? Is it different from any other place?
Absolutely. Once again, this is where I started, and I started in a room of 40 people in Boston, and it's grown since, and now we're doing 800, 900 size capacity venues, and I always love bringing it to Boston. It's really like my second home. Yeah,
you're a father of 3. This is your career. You travel, you tour, and perform exclusively. So if people can't get to see you at City Winery, your next performance is in April in Springfield.
Yes, April 25th, Center of the Performing Arts, Hope Center of the Performing Arts. And it'll be a night full of fun, music, just like City Winery. So if you didn't get those tickets,
at least there is hope in the future. Yes. Talk about how you like to approach one of your performances. For somebody who hasn't seen you before, people can see plenty of video of you online, but in person, in a room with 800 or 900 people, how do you like to approach it?
So just like my videos that you see online, I do perform standing up. I don't sit down in a chair, and I like to interact with the crowd. Sometimes you'll see me walk out to the crowd. I have my live band with me, and I really like to give everybody the same experience, whether you're in the front or in the back. You get to see me up close and personal, and that's really what I enjoy. I enjoy interacting with my fans and my supporters.
Yeah, I always think it's so much more dynamic when a performer stands and is able to be with the crowd. Now that music has come through the digital era, and people talk about how young people love vinyl records now again because they love the more ambient sound, that it brings of the room. Do you think that there's something to be said when you go to a live performance of yours as opposed to just seeing you on videotape or hearing a recording? Do you think it's just such a more intimate experience? People must really enjoy.
Absolutely. And like I said, there's a full band with me, so you get to hear each instrumental piece by piece rather than a recording. So it really brings the whole sound to life. And on top of it, we do our own rendition. So we take the song and we do our little, fun spin on it. So everyone really gets to enjoy it that way.
That's fantastic. John Violinist, so nice to meet you. And I'm glad that people can get the chance to see you in Springfield in April.
Yes.
If they don't get to see you next week at City Winery in Boston. John Violinist, thanks so much for being with us. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks.